Hi friend, welcome to Zero Entire. We are going to discuss important topic, that is the silver deposits in India as well as world. So in this lesson we are going to discuss what are the physical properties of the silver. On the basis of these physical properties we can identify whether it is silver or not. Then second aspect we are going to discuss in this lesson, the mineralogy of the silver. Then third aspect we are going to discuss the mode of occurrence or kinds of deposit of the silver. Then one more aspect we are going to discuss in this lesson, that is the origin of silver. How silver is originated, what are the processes which are responsible for the formation of silver deposits. Next aspect we are going to discuss in this lesson, that is the distribution of this silver in India as well as world distribution. And last aspect we are going to discuss, that is what are the uses, why silica is very important. We are going to answer all these questions in this lesson. First we will see what is silver. When we see the modern periodic table, so in that periodic table the symbol is used, that is the Ag, having atomic number, that is the 47. So this is one of the most precious metal and it has been used for the ornamental purpose mostly. So since very earliest time, a natural alloy of gold and silver, it is called as electrum. Other important property of this silver, it is very resistant mineral. This silver does not dissolve in most of the solvents and it won't react with oxygen and water also. And due to this property, silver have tremendous demand and tremendous application in the different fields. The one of the drawback of this silver, it has suffering from the detrimental reaction and which causes tarnish effect on the silver. So what is this tarnish? Tarnish is nothing but when we see the fresh exposure of the silver, it becomes shiny appearance, it becomes like a silver appearance, it becomes bright appearance. But after prolonged exposure, the surface becomes grey or black or sometimes yellow in color. This is because in the climate there is a presence of sulfur and sulfides, and because of that the detrital reaction is taken place and tarnish effect is shown on that particular exposure. Now we are going to discuss what are the physical properties of this silver. When we see a silver, it has a cubic crystal system, or it is also called as isometric crystal system, in which three axes, that is the ABC, these three axes are equal length and the angle between them, that is the 90 degree. So such a crystal system is called as isometric, or it is also called as cubic crystal system, and such type of crystal system is present in this silver. The second important property, that is streak. Streak is nothing but the color of the powder of the mineral. When we rub a mineral or silver on particular streak plate, the color of that particular powder, it may be silver white. As it looks by naked eyes, the color of the powder is also same. So that is the silver white color of the powder of that particular silver. Sometimes grey also and shining. This is the streak of this silver. Then third, one of the most important property, that is the hardness. Hardness is nothing but the ability of the mineral to the abrasion. So the hardness of this particular silver is in between 2.5 to 3. It has low hardness compared to the other silicate minerals. When we see the transparency, this is one of the most important property. It has opaque. The light can't pass through this, or we can't see through that particular silver mineral. Specific gravity is nothing but the ratio of density, and it is unitless. So the specific gravity of this particular silver is in between 9.6 to 12. So it has very high specific gravity compared to the silicates and other minerals. Luster is metallic appearance of the mineral in a light. The next property, that is the cleavage. Cleavage is the direction along which mineral break very easily. So the silver in which cleavage is absent. Fracture means if we take a mineral, break them, the broken surface of that silver, it is somewhat hackly in nature. I have already told it has property, that is the tarnish, and it becomes black or sometimes brown to grey color. Last property we are going to discuss, that is it is a very good conductor of electricity. It is malleable, It is very, very ductile. When we take a cube of 100 gram silver, so it can spread on a floor of one room. So that thinness, so that property is called as malleable. It is second most malleable and ductile mineral than gold. So these are the physical properties of this silver. Now we are going to discuss mineralogy of this silver. Much of the silver is byproduct of lead, zinc, copper and gold. And there are different ore minerals which having silver content. So first one, that is the native silver. In native silver, 100% silver content is there. When we take second, that is the Argentine, in which 87% silver is there. When we see Serragyrite, in which the 75% silver. Polypsite, this is again one of the ore of this silver, in which 80% silver content. Then Proustite, this is one of the ore of this silver, in which near about 65% silver content. Then last one, that is the Pyragyrite, this is one of the ore which shows near about 59.9%. So these are the minerals in which content is in that. What is economic deposit and what should be the tenor required for the silver deposit? What is the tenor? Tenor is nothing but the lowest permissible metallic deposit in an ore. That is nothing but the tenor. Suppose we have taken a specimen of 1 ton rock which has weight, that is a 1 ton, and in which content is 100 gram per ton. So that is not ore of this silver. If it is more than 113 to up to the 300 gram, composition is like this, and from that we can extract silver from that particular rock. Now we are going to discuss mode of occurrence or kinds of deposits. When we see silver is a product of contact metasomatic process, so it is found in the cavity fillings. So this is one of the in the form of fissure veins, stopworks, breccia fillings, pore space fillings. So in such way they are found in particular rock. Then replacement deposits. Sometimes the earlier rock or pre-existing rocks comes in contact with other hydrothermal fluid. If that hydrothermal fluid is studded with silver, then the reaction is taken place. The earlier mineral is replaced by the silver, and such type of deposits are generally massive in nature, sometimes load or sometimes disseminated. Then supergene sulfide enrichment, leaching is taken place, and at the base, at the water table, at the near to the water table, there is a formation of silver deposits. So these are the kinds of deposit particularly. Then origin of this silver, how silver is originated? Silver is originated one of the most important process, that is the hydrothermal process. The origin of silver, it is because of replacement or cavity filling deposits. So these are the processes which are related to the hydrothermal solutions. So massive and low replacements, fissure veins of the mesothermal and epithermal type. One of the hill present in Mexico, that is the Poton Hill, and it has the greatest concentration of silver in the world. If you go in Mexico, then go to the Poton. Poton, it is hill, it is present in Mexico, and it has the greatest concentration of silver in the world. So this is regarding the origin of silver deposits. The next aspect, that is the distribution of this silver in India. When we go Kolar, Hatyani, Ramgiri, so these are the places which are located in Karnataka, and in this region the tenor of the silver is in between 0.58 to 0.48 gram per ton. So this is the tenor which is found in this particular region of India. Beside this, when we go Rajasthan, so there is a Zawar mines. Zawar mines is related to the lead and zinc deposits. So in that silver content deposit, it is in between 774 gram to 17.4 gram per ton. So this is the tenor which is found in the Zawar mines, which is in Rajasthan. In India, there are only two states where silica is found. Particularly, one is the Karnataka and the second one is the Zawar mines, which is present in Rajasthan. So next one, that is the world distribution of this silver. When we see silver, there are top countries like Mexico, Peru, Russia, then USA, Norway, Germany and China. So these are the countries which has a lot of deposits of this silver. Now last aspect, that is the uses of silver. Why silver is very, very important? So what are the uses of this silver? Why we are going to discuss silver? So silver has lot of importance. So it is used for jewelry purpose, it is used for the ornamental purpose, and it is also used in the coins. So this is one of the most important uses of this silver. The next important use of this, it is widely used in the industrial sector, particularly to make a electrical apparatuses and circuits. They are mostly used. It is also used for the medicinal purpose, particularly in dentistry. In your teeth, some empty spaces or gap is there, that can be filled by this cementing purpose. So that cementing purpose silver is used, and it is also useful for the bactericides, and it is also used as an antiseptic in medicine. 15% silver is used for the monetary purpose, to making different designs in particular pots, tray, etc. Each and every year 250 tons silver is eaten by the people, because most of the food is covered by these thin sheets of this silver, and these thin sheets may goes into the food, and that food can be eaten. And when we see the record of the world, near about each and every year 250 tons silver is eaten by human. So in this video I have described what is silver, what are the different physical properties to identify silver, what is the mineralogy of silver deposits, what are the mode of occurrence or kinds of deposit of the silver, how silver is originated, distribution of this silver in India as well as world, and last part, that is the uses of this silver, what are the different uses. This total aspect I have explained in this lesson. So if you like this lesson, share and subscribe my YouTube channel, that is Juventyre.